picture this, I'm a bag of dicks, put me to your lips, I am sick, I will punch a baby bear in his shit, give me lip, I'm gonna send you to the yard, get a stick, make a switch, I can end the conversation real quick. I am crack, I ain't lying, kick a lion in this crack, I'm the shit, I will fall off in your crib, take a shit, get your mama on the booty, kick your dog, fuck your bitch, that boy dressed up like you sat on and took pictures with your kids. We the best, we will cut a funny face.
What is going on, everybody? Oh my god, it's so good to be back out here. It is currently April 21st, and I think we're actually done with the snow finally. We had a little tease for spring in late March and early April. Some of the bikes started showing up, coming out on the roads, and then all of a sudden, bam, we get hit with snow like last week. Like, it was like 5 inches on the ground last week. Like, it was terrible. I mean, every biker, instant depression. Instant depression. But I imagine that's not what you want me to talk about. You want me to talk about what the heck I'm currently on right now. For those that follow the channel, you know that I have basically started out and ridden a 1989 Kawasaki Vulcan, and I finally decided to get a second bike, and something a little different. Like, I could have gone the cruiser route, and there was definitely a lot of cruisers that I wanted to get, but I felt I've already got a cruiser. Why did I get another one? Why should I get another one? Should get something different. So currently what I'm sitting on right now and the proud owner of is a 2014 Ducati Monster 796. If you've watched me for a while, you may have seen one of my previous videos where I actually rode the 797. I think it was a 2015 or 2016 model. I fell in love with it the moment I rode it. I mean, I've ridden other bikes. I've ridden the Iron, I've ridden the Fat Bob, even the Scrambler. Like, I loved all those bikes, and I just love bikes in general. But unfortunately I can't buy all of them, so I settled on this one. Got a good deal on it. For those that are curious, I paid about $6 grand for this one. Not bad. You know, it's got 3,200 miles on it, so it's practically brand new.
The Ducati Monster 796 is a 6-speed transmission, 87 horsepower. Pretty nice package there, and it's got, like I said, 58 foot-pounds of torque. The horsepower, basically the RPM limiter, kind of runs to about, I don't know, 82, 83, 100 RPM. At least that's what I've taken it up to. It's a 796 engine, but it's 803 cc's actually. It's an L-twin engine. It's basically the Desmodronic or Desmodrodric, or Italians, I don't get it. Basically the Desmodronic engine that Ducati's very well known for. And the Monster engine is probably one of the most innovative and reliable engines. I've always heard really good things about it. It's 355 pounds pretty much dry right now, and the height, in case anyone's curious to see if you can actually ever fit on one, it's pretty much like 31 inches from the ground up to the seat. You know, for me, 5'8", I'm kind of like mid-footing it on the ground when I'm at a stoplight. So like my midfoot touches the ground, which, I mean, it ain't too bad, but you know, I'm not tippy-toeing it, which is nice. It's got a 3.8 gallon tank, and from what I've understood of it, it actually gets about like 45 miles per gallon, which ain't bad, actually. Also, it has a fender eliminator, which is really nice, because ordinarily the license plate holder will come out to about here, but yeah, the fender eliminator with the integrated tail lights, which is very, very nice. Thank you to the previous owner who did that. And in case you haven't noticed, it is also chain driven as well. and a single swing arm, which actually gives it a very sleek look. You can see it from this end. It's got a single swing arm, which actually makes it very light and very nimble on the corners. And I just like the look of a single swing arm because you see the wheel pretty much exposed right here. And it's a single cylinder rear brake, which is a very nice brake. Twin disc brakes up here, Brembo brakes, which, whew, I mean, compared to the Vulcan, she stops very well. And actually, one cool thing about this is that this actually comes apart and exposes a second seat. I remember when I first got it, I was like, you know, oh, I wonder if this is like a carrying case, but it's not. You basically use this like a normal Allen wrench, unscrew both bolts in the side, and this plastic piece just pops right off. And then underneath is actually a key to where you can remove the seats, and it's actually got a helmet lock underneath it. And also what's nice is underneath the left handlebar, you actually have a battery tender, so you don't have to really buy one, because taking the battery out of this thing is definitely not like my other bike. It requires taking the whole fuel tank off and everything, which, oof, I don't want to do that. Hey, at least I don't have to mess with the petcock and carburetor. I mean, it's fuel injected, which is nice. But I mean, look at it. So sleek. A little air channel for air to just fly right through as you kind of hit those straights. Yeah.
I will say one difference about this bike compared to my other one, besides the speed. And I've gone over the specs already, but the speed is obviously the biggest factor. I can actually keep up with my sport bike bros. Not that that was an issue in the first place. The Vulcan is very fast for what it is, and for the age it is. But the Monster's faster. Oh, 50 miles an hour in second gear is definitely something different than what I'm used to. I consider it a smooth, comfortable second gear going 50. And honestly, about the RPM range that I'm at right now, it's like 4,500 RPMs. It's pretty much like the Ducati Monster's happy place. It's where it runs the best. From what I've understood of what people have said about Ducati Monsters, is that they're very torquey. And they are. I've mentioned it. It's a 58 foot-pounds of torque in this beast. And it's got this kind of, you know, when it's in low RPMs, and you've heard me say it before, it doesn't like to be in low RPMs. It likes to be unleashed, so it likes to be pushed to its limit. It kind of chugs a little bit when you're starting out or when you're kicking off. It's hard for me to explain, and everybody that I've known that has ridden a Ducati Monster or has owned one has said the same thing. It's got a distinct feel to it when you ride it. Like, you have to get used to it. It's definitely not like my Vulcan, that's for sure. And I don't know, some bikes you may nail down right away. This one took me a little bit to nail down. This is my first day out riding this year in 2018. So, the next question you probably have is, am I going to do any modifications to this? Obviously, you've seen some of the modifications, like the bar end mirrors and the fender eliminator, which are awesome. I'm probably not going to do that many modifications to this thing. Ducati parts are expensive. So if any Ducati parts dealers want to give me some stuff, by all means, contact me. I'll slap it on the bike. Because, like, even a headlight for this thing, like the headlight I put on the Vulcan, like, cost me a total of like $100. The headlight for this, like something similar, is like $600. Woohoo! But I mean, that's what you get with Ducati ownership. Ah, man. All right, I'll go. Hate sitting in the middle of the roads.